Hey, what's going on, guys? Xsplzit back with another Path of Exile 2 video. My apologies, I'm still a little under the weather. I didn't do any streaming yesterday, but I did finish the interludes and got into maps for a little bit. I did want to showcase my settings. I get that question a lot, for this game especially, so I wanted to... oh, we sold something. I did want to show my settings here at the beginning, just in case somebody asks, they can reference the beginning of the stream. But what I use is NIS default, and I go down to 50%, so that way I'm prioritizing the frame rates instead of the graphical fidelity. So this way it doesn't lag as much. There are still some times in this game where there's just so much going on that the sound will crackle. Even though I have my sound set to low on the channels, I tried experimenting with medium and high in the maps, and it just feels like low is the best, so it doesn't crackle as much. If you go to a heavily populated area, like a town, especially when a lot of people have different cosmetics on, you can run into some issues there. And other than that, the game has been performing well for me. Granted, I'm not using an Ice Strike build, which I had issues running Ice Strike in the endgame maps because of all the explosions of ice, and something was just bogging down the system. I think they fixed that for the most part. But I'm using Whirling Assault with Charge Staff, so I haven't really came into those issues. But I turned my sharpness down. I also, for lighting, just use shadows instead of the global illumination. It seems like my frame rates drop dramatically with the global illumination on. And I'm on PS5 regular, not Pro, not Slim, so I can't speak for the other two. I did just notice that in this upscale mode, if you have PS5 Pro, let me know how this PSSR option is. It says uses AI to deliver high quality upscaling and anti-aliasing, only available on PlayStation 5 Pro. Sorry, I don't use that word every day and I don't see it every day, so I was like, what is that? Aliasing? Aliasing? But yeah, let me know how that works if you guys have PS5 Pro. For me, I have noticed if you use bilinear, your frame rates never drop, but then it gets pixelated pretty bad. I don't know if it's going to work in here. You can kind of already see it, the pixels. But I'm not sure how, like, when I actually doesn't look like my bells are spawning in here, so I can't hit them and get my power charges to empower this. But I'm pretty sure, just like past seasons, the frame rate prioritizes, but the graphics start to get really blocky, really pixelated. So I don't use bilinear anymore anyways. Other than that, I turn the bloom all the way down. It just helps from all the bright flashes on the screen constantly. And if you only play this game for an hour a day, it's fine. But I play for a lot longer, so I turn the bloom down as much as I can, along with screen shake that I'll show. I turn that off. I don't know if all this is just personal preference, so I don't think any of that matters. Screen shake I do disable. That can put some unnecessary strain on your eyes, causing fatigue feeling, if you have that on all the time, just for me. Camera rotation effects, I turn that off so the screen's not moving around as much. None of that I think really matters. UI, I like the HUD kind of small. You know, that's just too crazy for me. It just takes up too much of the screen. Yeah, I think these don't make a difference, so yeah. Pop-up size, again, all this is personal preference. It's just if you put this on extra large, it can get a little crazy trying to read something and then you have to scroll down, so I keep it at medium. I guess none of this is changing what's on the right. Quest tracker, I probably just need to turn this off, because that actually gets annoying how it's covering over the mana area. But we'll leave it at small for now, I guess. HUD mode, I like central. If you guys prefer left or right, you know, that's again entirely up to you guys, personal preference. If you're streaming, I could see, you know, putting it on the right and then your screen on the left if you're using video streaming, or vice versa, but I just keep mine in the center. It's the same way I play Diablo. I like being able to see my buffs and cooldowns on my skills directly underneath my character. It's easier for me to see it, you know, without actually looking at it. So the peripheral is easier to see that for me anyways. This stuff, you know, you can hide your charm display if you want. If you start to increase the size of your HUD these charms, I think, actually go over your skills, where your circle R1 and R2 are, or R1 and R2 in specific. I like the gold counter just to see where I'm at. I just finally turned on the time as well, so I can see in-game what time it is instead of having to look over at my clock when I'm gaming for 5-6 hours. Like, God damn, what time is it, you know? I like seeing the monster resistance icons. This is just personal preference, I don't like seeing my bar over my character. I can see my health at the bottom left, I can see my energy shield at the bottom left, and I can see my mana reserves at the bottom right. I don't care to have this over my head. Now, when I'm playing Witch, and I'm playing a Necromancer-ish build, you know, with minions, I do actually turn this on for allies only. So that way every single one of your minions has a bar over their head, so you're not accidentally attacking something that's not an enemy. And to see where your minion's life is if you need to heal them or detonate them, depending on what kind of build you're running. Corner map, we like landscape transparency all the way down. The reason I do that, let's save this, turn this on. So I don't like to see all of, I guess, the areas that you can't access. When you start turning this up, it'll have like the cliffs and the hills that it's just a lot of extra stuff on the screen that can kind of block or hinder your view. So I turn that all the way down. My map transparency, I used to have this all the way like as low as possible, but in bright maps it's hard to see, but in dark maps, you know, this is way too much. It's like all you can focus on is the outline of the map, so I kind of leave this in the middle. Zoom, personal preference for you guys, I like it pretty much all the way out. We can actually leave it here for now. I like it far out so I can see where I'm gonna go faster. It just helps for me. Don't really have anything else I changed over here. Sound. So I'm using headphones now. I'll put it back on speakers for the actual stream, but when I'm playing by myself, I turn this to headphones and I keep it at low. I did a lot of testing yesterday, and with high it sounds crisper, but as soon as like a abyss pops up on the map, oh man, the sound just goes to shit, guys. You know, unfortunately for console, there's nothing else I can change on my end to make the sound better. So I just leave it at low so it doesn't crackle, pop as much, doesn't get distorted as much. If you guys check back on my channel, I had some videos where we broke the audio completely, like zero audio coming out the game, and it was because of the Abyssal League. Once I put it down to low, we still had some audio glitches, but never anything that actually 100% broke the sound. So low seems to help not only for the audio, but it seems to help for performance as well. That could just be placebo, but it felt like it did. Sound effects in this game are pretty damn loud, so I have that kind of turned down, but master volume up. The music in this game is amazing, guys. I leave the music up. I see some people turn this down. I love the music in this game. GGG, good job. Ambient sound, I leave that up. Sometimes when it's late at night and I'm sitting in town and I'm going through my stash, I'll hear something in the headphones from the ambient sound, and I think it's in real life, like how it just kind of transitions in. It sounds like it's coming from behind me almost, because I have the 3D audio sound on the PlayStation, so that's kind of fun. The dialogue volume, you know, that's just personal preference. Meet the dreamer, good night, you know, all that stuff. Item filter alert, I leave it here for now because I know in the past when maps would drop or certain things, it would just be too loud. It would just overtake the whole game. So I have this turned down for now. I'm kind of disappointed that when you drop a divine, it doesn't make the same sound it used to. And I'll show you guys what I mean here in a second. And then input, I like item snapping with the left analog, but I don't use item snapping with the D-pad. If you guys are unaware, what that does is, so right now I'm just pushing right, but see how I can actually go in these empty squares, and if I use my left analog, it's going to snap to whatever is the closest thing around it. The reason I don't like it on the D-pad is because if I want to just go right, I can, but if I push right on the analog, see how it goes down? Because it's going to the closest thing it can get to the right, which is down here. So I don't like item snapping on the D-pad. You guys might. But yeah, those are all the settings. I get that question a lot, so I wanted to start this stream with that. And I probably won't be talking too much. As you guys can tell from my voice, it got worse yesterday, and it's kind of feeling better today, but I am here. But yeah, listen to the sound the divine drops now. It used to be like a ching, like you knew, oh shit, I got a divine. But now it's just, oh, it won't let me drop it here? Oh, I'd have to take one in the game. Now it's just like a, and it's like, damn, that doesn't sound as cool. So maybe I have to go back to the website and change the audio setting for divine drops. So far, guys, there's a lot of bugs in the game. I'm not gonna lie. But this game is so fun that I'm willing to overlook a lot of them because I hope that they'll fix them. But like, this is one bug that's been bothering me since the launch. You normally can see all the tabs, but for some reason they're blacked out, and then you go to the tab and it's there, and then now it's gone again. You know, you expand this and you go to it, they're all there, but for some reason the overlay folder is not showing the, I don't know if this is on PC, but definitely on console you guys can see it firsthand, so that's kind of annoying. Again, nothing major on that, but just kind of annoying. I thought there was something wrong with the mechanics of having the rune stones inside of the expedition area, but that wasn't the case. I was misunderstanding how you have to use those two mechanics together. You actually have to start the expedition and place your explosive on the rune, the stone. So select what you want first, put the expedition explosions on the runes, and when it explodes it, that's when it activates it. I just couldn't activate it, and I thought that it was broken, but not very intuitive, because it's the only mechanic like that works that way, it seems. So it's only when it's overlapping mechanics that it seems to have an issue with the new seasonal mechanic. What else for bugs? Oh, this bug is fucking annoying, guys. They need to fix this one soon. So if you refund some passives, the visual bug I don't care about. It says I have 6 passes up top, but I have 0 skill points and 0 ascendancy points. I don't care about that bug. Some people are fucking dying on a hill for it. You know that you only have 6 ascendancy points up to 8, so that, you know, that's not an issue for me. What's an issue for me is when you refund. Sometimes you'll go to refund some things, and then let's say you put the point back, or even right now, I should be able to allocate this point because this is connected, but you see how it's not allowing me to put it in. And I know that I'm on refund right now, but that doesn't matter. You were always able to do this. But see, it'll let me go here. You can see the orange, like it's allowing me to select this, but it doesn't let me select it. So now it did. So I had to like kind of trick the game into going somewhere else or refunding a point somewhere else to get it to work. Sometimes, like I shout out to Ponyhoff, I just looked at his passive tree and realized that some of what he was doing makes more sense than what I was doing, so I kind of rearranged my board. But I had like 14 points and redid a bunch of my tree, but then it wouldn't let me put any of the points back in after refunding them. I even left, and then I tried it again, you know, this way. So I still have a point at the moment. Can't put it in. You see this? This is live, so you guys know that it's not, you know, I'm just making this up. I can't put that point in. I have 1 skill point on the right, and it won't let me put it in. The only way I found to do this is you have to either waste gold, which I've been doing a lot, so you can unspec a couple points and then put them back in, and then it'll trigger that you can go to this node. Or you have to log out, log back in, and to me that's just annoying in a game like this.
Yes.
So just to show you guys again in real time, I'm trying to put this point in, I can't. I can refund these points, and then now when I put them back in, look at that, now we got the point. You see that? It's just, that's kind of stupid that I'm wasting gold by unspecking, and then now I can get this point allocated. It doesn't feel real good. So now you can see that it's actually allowing me, if I want, to just grab this point. But I had to unspec points before it in order to keep going, so that's kind of stupid. Again, the only reason I care is because I love this game, and when I come across issues, I just want them to be aware that, hey, got some issues going on. Shit, I don't even know where I had this point now, I forgot. Was it over here? Yeah. So that's, you know, minor bugs for some people, but for me it's more of an annoyance because it's never been a thing in the past, and now all of a sudden it is. So while they're trying to make the game great, they're breaking other things. Another thing is when you're trying to redo your area, I had I don't know what I had, but I had something back here, guild stash. I had to pull it all the way out. And even right now, it's hard for me to select that guild stash. As you guys can see, it pops up temporarily. Oh, but then I went too far. Mouse and keyboard, obviously you guys can pinpoint accurate, but it's like the game wants me to move everything but the guild stash, so I can select it right there. Man, that was crazy that I actually got to it. I just barely am touching my left analog, but finding things and moving them around got worse. They tried to make it better, but to me it definitely got worse for console players. Other than that, man, I'm having a lot of fun with the season. A lot of the times that I die, it's my own fault. If you guys saw me rage on my video on Friday, that was definitely 100% my fault. I was using gear from Act 2, and no, Act 1, and I was in Act 3. I mean, yeah. And those monsters are overtuned, just like the Abyssals overtuned, but that's fine. It lets you know, hey, don't mess with it if you're not ready for it. Huge shout out to this. I finally got my first point to put into, I haven't gone to the fortress yet. I'll be doing that on stream. But I got my first point in here. So you have, like, you know, these passives that you can allocate, which I thought was cool. But what I thought was even cooler was going into the skill tree. And I finally got my first point for Breach, but then realizing that, man, this is starting to look a lot more like PoE 1. And I'm not a PoE 1 expert at all. I've only played, you know, 100 hours, 200 hours in PoE 1. And that was recently. So all this is starting to look like a fully fleshed out tree. I know it's small in comparison to PoE 1, but guys, that game's been out for over 10 years. You got to cut them some slack when it comes to this brand new game that they're trying. And this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't even went all through here and looked through everything, but the increase of points, this tree used to have 16 points and you can allocate 8. Now you got 36 points, and from my understanding, you can get every single point, I think, or something. So it's going to be a very interesting grind in this game. This is the end game I wish Diablo had. I love Diablo. I will always play it. I'm not shitting on Diablo. I just feel like their end game needs a lot of work in Diablo. Even this end game, to me, is 10 times more expansive than Diablo's. And they're saying they're not even done. Like, this is just starting it. This is the beginning of what's to come. So another thing I thought was really cool is you can, let me see if I remember how. Maybe I don't remember how. There was a way I was doing it earlier that you can actually just quickly go to all these areas. Excuse me. I don't remember how now. But that's okay. We'll figure it all out on stream. We unlocked this, but to be honest, I don't think I'm ready for tier 6. Even though I'm level 71, my build feels weak. I did everything on my own until recently switching some of the passive tree to what Ponyhoff is using, but even then he's using skills that I'm not, and he's using a different way of playing the monk than I am, so yeah, so buckle up. This is going to be hopefully a long stream. I'm going to mute my mic because, as you guys can hear, still going through the sickness, but
can I help?
If you guys have any questions, you know, or just want to talk, chat, let me know.
Yes.
First.
Hey, Draven with the first. Man, I can count on you for being first on the comments, Draven. Heck yeah, man. Hope everything's going good over there in 007 First Light. Looks fun. Seen you've been playing that. I'll have to check it out when it goes on sale. So this I think I'm just going to salvage to get the glass blowers bauble. And then I'm going to put those baubles back into this one because I really like this one. Could get a better roll on the charges gained, but I like the instant. And I got a max tier 1 roll, so I was like, yeah, I'm never getting rid of this unless I find one that's the same on the top stat, recovered, applied instantly, and just get a higher increased charges gained. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, before I go, radio silent, I like and hate this trade market. So it's cool. You can just go to a specific item. Let's say I want to get the charm that I want, that everybody's charging way too much for right now. The silver charm. Follow the axe. 30 chaos orbs. But then this guy isn't set up to where you can just go to his place and buy it, so he has to be online at the same time as you. And to me, a lot of those are the scammers, not scammers, but the people that just start blasting chat. Because every time I've ever went to somebody that had it crazy low, it ended up being somebody that was trying to, go to this website for gold, go to this website, and you just get spammed, and then you block said person, but they've already shared your username with somebody else, and man, that gets annoying. So honestly, it looks like the divines are what this is going for. So I mean, I like that you can just find things like that. What I don't like is it looks like, unless I'm missing it, it looks like they remove the option just to search for something yourself, like having a search bar instead of going through any of this stuff. Where is just the search where I can just type in, like, boom, done. I searched what I wanted, and then it just pops up. We used to have that, but now they took it away, so hopefully they bring that back. Another thing about the trade chat that is cool, I guess, but let's say you're looking for, we don't want to do currency. Yeah, you're looking for this, and then you can search it based off the first result, or you can go down to this one, and it changes what you're searching because it's searching based off the item you're currently looking at. I thought that was really cool. I guess in conjunction with that, when you're trying to price something of your own, and you hold triangle, this part for console is terrible. Like you search, and then let's say 0 pop up, and then you have to like start refining it. I just feel like for console, it's a little hard. I mean, I'll get used to it, so it's not like it's terrible. It's just, as with anything new, you got to get used to it. But yeah, today we're going to be running some maps. We're going to try to get our quests done. There's still a quest that's bugged for me: hostile takeover, return to Ange, no matter where I go to find her. In Act 4, in the interludes, at the Doriani's place, or here, she has nothing for me. But that quest won't go away, so that's kind of annoying. Having all those quests on the side is kind of annoying, even though I tried to turn them off just now. That was kind of weird. Even if I do... Where was it? Was it under UI? Yeah, so quest tracker off. I'm still seeing quests. Doesn't make sense, right? They used to go away when you turned off, but yeah, not anymore. So I thought that was kind of dumb. But other than that, let's get to it. I'll show you guys real quick. My gear is nothing crazy. I definitely have already found quarterstaves that I'm interested in buying, but I need like 7 divines for it because divines are dropping a lot more frequently this season. Got my first one in Act 3 and second one in the interludes, and then actually one of those runestones dropped 2 of them for me, so you actually can get them to drop divines for you now too. But yeah, none of this gear is crazy. I was messing around with the runic stuff. Sometimes the runic works, sometimes not. These gloves they look amazing, but these gloves are strictly because of my ascendancy. I have the points that turn my gloves into different gloves, so they actually become crazier. But yeah, I mean, we're just rocking standard gear. I did go out and buy the rings, a chaos orb apiece, and then I slammed them with exalts. This one actually came out pretty good. Tier 3 being the lowest roll, and it's a rarity, so pretty good stuff. Nothing crazy. but still enough to play the game and have fun. We're relying on power charges is the only reason I'm using this. I have like 4 different ways to get power charges at the moment. Definitely need to upgrade all of it. Just to show you the skills I'm using, Hollow Focus, that's a passive from the Ascendancy. Hollow Resonance is also a passive from the Ascendancy. And the way it works is all these bells will spawn around me, and I can cull the bells and hit the bells. It's always a crit. And then there's a bell on my back that's going, anytime I crit, it's going to ring out and damage enemies, and I'm critting every single bell because every bell is critted. And we're culling it to get power charges, which powers up our charge staff, which then in turn, I'm using quarterstaff strike. This DPS will go all the way up to like 45,000 for me when I'm out in maps. I use it mainly on bosses after they're stunned. But to stun them, Whirling Assault, and to map, I'm just spinning around, Whirling Assault, Whirling Assault, Whirling Assault. As soon as I stop using Whirling Assault and switch to Quarterstaff Strike is normally when I die. Which you guys are going to see me die a lot today. I'm going to die a lot, promise you. I'm not trying to say I'm a perfect gamer right now with this build, but it's fun, and I'm enjoying it. So hopefully you guys enjoy my deaths as much as I laugh in the background about them. Tempest Bell, we drop that on a boss. He gets melted. Drop it in an area, spin around with Whirling Assault, the whole area gets melted. It's pretty cool. Staggering Palm is just to get us to be able to shoot out while we're using Whirling Assault, we're shooting out the wind. We're shooting out wind blasts. We just have to hit a prime stunned enemy with Staggering Palm once, and then we get it for 7.5 seconds. So eventually I will put prolonged duration on this so it lasts even longer. And we're eventually getting quality on everything. You know, we're going through the process of getting stronger, but it's a lot of fun so far. Killing Palm is how I'm getting my power charges. I cull all my bells, and that gives me a power charge. And then sometimes I can even get multiple power charges from it. Herald of Thunder is just because we're doing a lot of lightning damage with charge staff. Wind Dancer, I just put this on. I used to use it all the time, and then I was trying to make a build without it, but after watching Ponyhoff's video, yeah, I switched back to it, and it's definitely best in slot for your first defensive layer. This is something new. I haven't even tried this yet. I saw this on his page, so we're going to see if this works, but when we activate it, we basically build up energy. We're using all melee. We build it up, we activate it, and then it turns the corpses into... Whoops. Wrong one. Yeah, we put Profane Ritual on there, so we're basically making the corpses be consumed and gaining power charges from it. It's really just that when the ritual is complete, corpse is consumed and you gain a power charge. It's just another way to get passive power charges. The more the better. The more we have them, the more damage we deal. Currently I'm using Arctic Armor. I could swap this out. I stopped really noticing it actually working or freezing anything. I was using Lingering Illusion, and this is another way to get a free power charge. Actually, I had it to where it was dropping like 3 of them. 2 or 3 of them. But you basically would roll, and then it would create an illusion, and if the enemies killed that illusion, boom, it dropped power charges on the ground, and you just go pick them up. So that's another easy way to get power charges. So, pretty cool stuff. I just don't have another skill slot to re-put that on, so for now it's on the back burner. Passive tree, I was kind of showing this earlier when I was saying can't really, at the moment, unspec and respec easily. But definitely got work to do on the jewels, and I'm about to get another jewel socket, but honestly my jewels suck right now, so I'm not even gaining much power. This is just for armor, because I have passive where I'm getting more elemental, or some of my armor applies to elemental damage as well. And yeah, we'll probably go after proficiency for the extra dexterity, and I think this node is giving me 8% increased dexterity, so when we grab that 25 it's going to actually be more, so that'll get our dex up to our int. Dexterity to intelligence, that'll get them about even. If not, well, I'll have more dexterity, but then I can respec into some more intelligence. But yeah, my last ascendancy point, I think, when I go for it, I'm really looking at this mountain's teaching, and if I immobilize enemies, once you immobilize an enemy, your attacks deal 15% more damage, so that's multiplicative. And as long as we can immobilize everybody, we're going to be pretty good. So I'm thinking about going for Mountain's Teaching, or Way of the Mountain. It's either that or up here, but I don't really know if I want Hollow Form. It creates a copy of me, and then they perform a socketed melee attack once and then disappear. But they consume power charges. Like, I'll consume power charges creating additional targets or additional spawns of myself, copies of myself, but I actually don't want that. I want as many power charges on reserve for myself, because I want them for my charge staff. So I don't know if I want to go that route, because I'm being greedy. I want all the power charges for me. I don't care about my clones or my spawns at the moment. It might be cool. So we're thinking about that. But yeah, other than that, gotta mute my mic, blow my nose, get this inventory situated, and we're gonna get to it.
Oh, it's you. Good.
Sorry guys, I think I did this already, but I wasn't for sure because I was setting some stuff up for the stream. I don't know if there's anything in here to do.
Any beasts about?
No, okay.
Like it's your last.
But while I'm thinking about it, I can show you guys that. So we're using that to get our power charges. Now we got 4. Now we got 5. And then we're using it. So now our strikes have that. But when we hit a prime stunned enemy, and then use our whirling assault, it'll throw out the charge staff as well as the wind blasts, and then we can drop our bells. You know, oh, I can't drop a bell because I haven't hit a enemy, but you gotta hit your enemy, melee it up, and then yeah, it's pretty fun. I die a lot, like I said. Don't expect this to be a flawless build. If you had perfect gear, probably unkillable, but it's pretty fun. It's not the fastest build. It's still not. Rangers are still the best, it looks like, for speed, man. My buddy has that ice shot penetration build going on, and he just one-taps almost anything in the game, including bosses. And it's like, man. But I think starting out, I want to open everything up first. So I've already opened up Breach. I've already opened up Hilda, or whatever she is. When we hit tier 6 maps, we'll finish up, you know, this King's March area and get on the boat. But I think for starting out, I'm going to go into the Abyss, and we're going to go into Val. And then after all that, we'll come out here into the Fortress and start on the main Atlas. Still gonna put a breach in there though, just for that 15% XP while I'm still low, level 71. I was using the 5% XP bonus, but the negative of everything else, if you guys are unaware what I'm talking about, it's right here. And you go to the pillar and you choose your buff, but by choosing one, you eliminate all the others. Well, I was doing the 5% XP. Didn't really seem like I was getting any more because of my lower level, early endgame. So I went back to movement speed, 3% movement speed.
Crush the intruder! Sealed by the Savior!
Wouldn't let me put it in. Alright.
Die! Back to
I just thought about this. I don't even have this on my bar yet. I think I need to put... Oh, it's automatic? Let me make sure I have everything active. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, okay. Is it automatic? No, it's not. Okay. How do I know when it's ready? So it's saying something underneath my buffs. I can't read it though. You guys can see something's bouncing down there in red. In between the Arctic Armor 3 and the Wind Dancer 3. I don't know what that says. Let me wait for my buffs to go down. Oh shit, they're not gonna go down. Never mind. Yep, I have no idea. Oh well. So normally it would show on the map where the last people are. It's saying that I still have 2 things to do. Huh. Alright, there it popped up.
Yes.
Have an order? Buy then. Someone is bound to buy that.
Well, let's see if we can put our point in now. So now we can. Yeah, I don't know. I need to find some more jewels. Gems. I was really happy to see this come in from PoE 1. And I knew PoE 1 was a test to see how they were going to do it in PoE 2, but man, it's a lot bigger. It's a lot more expansive than PoE 1 had it. And this is... I love Breach. It's one of my favorite mechanics, so I'm glad to finally get this level of Breach customization, along with, you know, that's not the only. And then we still have the Breach tree, you know what I mean, down here, which I think I just got another point for, so I can put this in. We get an additional wave, and originally I wanted to go this route for lineage supports because I'm really trying to get that Rakiata's flow, but I don't even know if Marshal of Zest is who's gonna drop it this season, or even has a chance to drop it. So until I was sure, I didn't want to have to go fight Zest for no reason. So I'm just gonna go up this route and try to get this to where I can get more breaches in my maps, and then eventually go up to here where I can get probably the 100% increased damage of skills created. We'll see. There's a lot of good options in here. You can get the lavish wound gifts, so that way you're always getting currency items. You know, if you would rather have rings, you know, you can choose, or belts, and I believe this is amulets. Yeah, so really customizing your experience way beyond what the other game does. But let's, you know, Diablo 4 was fun. They gave us a tree for the end game. I just feel like this tree is so much crazier. Alright, so we're going... Oh, this is where I got my point, maybe. No, it's not letting me put either of my points in here either. That sucks. Ah, never mind. There it is. 1 point. Amulets. It won't let me pick anything. What the... 1 point left. Select. Nothing. Okay. It won't let me move off of here. I don't know. Maybe I don't have enough hive blood. So let me put that point in. I can't do nothing with this. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. It's operator error. I'm not going to blame anyone but myself, but I feel like I'm an intelligent enough guy to figure things out. So I've been gaming my whole life, you know. Yeah. I don't know what to do there. I feel like Will Ferrell. I don't know what to do with my hands. Put breach in there. We got some tier 3s now. We're going to use that. So I guess I just put this in currency. It won't let me put it in there? What? Why? Why does this count as an item and not currency? This is definitely currency. Right? Oh, never mind. I'm looking at this wrong. Okay. This is the item and I need hive blood to... Okay. Hive blood is the currency. This is the item. Okay, I'm retarded a little bit. You see how, like, it shows all of my screens this way. Like, it shows the preview of everything. But for some reason, the currency just doesn't want to do it. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we'll just stash that, and wherever it went, it probably went into Essence, if I had to guess. Yeah, because it was the next available slot. Makes no sense going in there, but alright.
treasure waiting to be claimed.
Definitely should do one of these. I think this is worth more now. This will be worth more later. People haven't caught on to Chaos Orbs, or they're going under. It was 2-to-1, and now it's like 1.6 or 1.06 to 1. But I feel like these greater Exalted Orbs are going to go up in value early, so we're going to try that. I have a clip I'll have to share with you guys at some point. I ran into an unkillable pack of enemies in the temple, but only while I was in the room. Like, once I walked in the room, they became unkillable. They couldn't kill me. I couldn't kill them. I could force myself to die, but like, they weren't killing me on their own. I had to like literally force them to kill me. But if I drew them out of the room, then I could kill them. So it was kind of interesting to find a modifier in the temple that made it unplayable already. So I'll have to share that with you guys, and hopefully GGG will catch wind of it and fix it. Because I'm not going on the forum and posting all that stuff. I just complain on stream. If I'm big enough for them to see it, which if that ever happens, good for me, but it'll never happen. But that'd be cool. I'm like their PlayStation playtester. If they don't have to pay, I just want to play. Let me play early. I need to go get my Red Bull out of the refrigerator, but I need to after this map. Honest with you guys, I don't know if I like his method of using this. Oh, I wasn't really paying attention. My bad. I don't like this method of what he's using. This Reaper's Invocation. I don't like having another skill I have to cast. I get it. It's cool. You cast it. You get some free. I don't like it. So we're just going to take that off and put back on what I had. And I can socket the thing later. But see, these clones that I make, when an enemy kills them, they just give me power charges. So, and you can have 2 of them out. See, there's 2 power charges right there. You know? And when you're in the, there's 2 more power charges right there. When you're in the thick of things, I don't have to cast a skill. I'm just doing my normal thing, rolling around, avoiding enemies, and they're getting hit, and boom, it's just power charges laying around everywhere. So, I like it better. You know, personal preference. I know Ponyhoff is a very good content creator. I like a lot of his stuff. But on that, I just feel that this is easier for my playstyle. I don't have to think about it. And as you see, like, I don't have a lot of buttons on my skill bar. Like, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, active. Square, triangle, R1, R2. And then square and triangle. I rarely use the mana. I rarely have to use mana. So, that's just personal preference. Ooh, intelligence based? Maybe. You saw those power charges I had waiting for me to come back to. I dash through a group, kill them all. They will kill my lingering illusions. Alright, that's everything in this map. I'm gonna go grab a Red Bull real quick, guys. Oh yeah. Need to blow my nose too, shit. I'll mute myself for that though. Alright.
Go on.
I want to see how much those are going for. Not through her. I know I said I wasn't going to be on the mic much, but I just can't not talk to y'all while I'm streaming. I just like explaining what I'm doing and letting people know I'm here. Sometimes I crack some jokes. Most of the time I'm complaining about stuff though, right? So buying, it's 1 to 9, but let's, how do I reverse the order? Can I reverse the order? No. So yeah, 1 to 9. It's not bad. Let's see. Did divines go up? Yeah, they're going up. So I'm gonna hold off on divines. When I got my first divine, it was only 36 or 38 exalted orbs. Last night before I went to bed, it was 49. So now it's at 53. So even though divines will eventually fall, I think if I can wait till they get to 100, I'll sell a couple, buy some gear, go from there. But
What is it?
I gotta figure out where I'm gonna start putting all these womb gifts. They used to have a stash in the Genesis tree just for these, and I'm wondering if that's still a thing, and maybe I just missed it. So I'll have to check it next time I go. But we don't need to save a lot of this stuff. That's Mary Spirit.
Have an order?
I don't think anybody's looking for these, but oh, those are the low ones. Those should actually sell. No, okay. I thought those would sell low, higher for being as low as they are, but I guess not. I mean, if I can get an Exalt out of it,
Is
I'm
that a
happy
good
with that.
price for that? I have no idea.
I've definitely ran all of that. I don't know why it's saying I don't have any. Alright, getting closer to the abyss. So 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Oh, if we go this way, it's only 3. 1, 2, 3, boom. Well, let's do that.
Strange dreamlike terrain.
Alright, that sold pretty quick, so it must have been worth more. Luckily, the one I just found is around the same level, so we'll start upping our price and seeing how much we can go. Yeah, Abyssal, guys. Somebody was asking me how the game's performing. I feel like Abyssal League still bogs the game down way too much compared to other mechanics. Could just be my experience with the builds I'm playing, but it seems like it's been that way since Abyssal League started. Rise of the Abyssal. Every time an abyss is near, the game kind of feels like it's starting to slow down. Other than that, it was just the Sun Temple in the campaign. The Sun Temple was terrible to play this season. It was just choppy as all hell. But could have been... Let me stop talking and focus real quick. Sorry. About to die. Yeah, okay, so Sun Temple definitely was pretty rough. It's choppy, frame rates were dropping like crazy, audio was sounding crazy, like it was just, Sun Temple was bad. And it never was before. It used to be the Mountain and Waterways was bad, but they fixed that, I think, 2 or 1 season ago. But man, yeah, Sun Temple was I was almost unable to play it. Luckily, I just ran through it, killed the boss, got out of there. And I would prefer to never play Sun Temple again. So if Sun Temple is a regular map in rotation for some challenge, you know, we'll revisit it, see if it's better, but I don't think it is. Even with my graphics as low as they are, it was still almost unplayable on PlayStation.
My king nears.
Good news for you. What's new? Someone is bound to buy that.
Speak.
Oh, it's you.
Once a home to toil, now a tomb for the forgotten. Foul creatures! Good night!
that one gave us a lot of points. For everything it seemed.
Now you die!
Great. Means nothing without struggle. Creature.
So I didn't know that that was going to be a thing with that too. You can't. Can you refund
something different?
Atlas points through him? No. You took that away. Because if I go to refund passive, as soon as I scroll over, I'm not in the refund anymore. Yeah. All right. Let me figure this out, guys, before I start complaining. There has to be a reason they did what they did. I just haven't figured it out yet. Alright, open side panel. I have a point here. It's taking me straight to here, but maybe that's not where I have the point. This is where I have the point. Okay. That's why it was confusing. 10% increased chance to lead to abyssal depths. Large abyssal. I don't care about that. I'm looking for whatever's gonna... Okay, wait a minute. I like that. I can target farm which boss for which chests. Abysses contain an additional pit. That's not bad. More monsters, more rewards. Yep, I like this already. This side. Yep, I like that. I don't care about Rogue Exiles unless they buffed them. Rogue Exiles fucking suck. And not buffed them in, like, they're not challenging. The rewards just suck. I was fully spec'd out on Rogue Exiles for a week. Still didn't get anything worth getting. And then I unspec'd out of it, and then I started getting good shit again. So, just my experience. Some streamers will tell you to go after it. I think they're trolling y'all to make y'all go after it so they get all the good stuff the other way. I mean, that's not bad. Increased effectiveness, because effectiveness affects their the rewards that they drop. Experience, quantity of items, yeah. What's over here? All magic, more monsters. It ain't bad. Lichborn modifiers isn't bad. Desecrated modifier is not bad. But if we go into the main tree, we can target farm which boss. That plays into here, so we can just farm currency from Ulamon and then only target Ulamon. And then when we're done, we can respec, you know, into whoever. This seems more endgame. I think what I want to do first is get more pits, more chances for more pits, and then to be overrun. I mean, it's kind of, they both are good, because if I start farming this early, I could get it and then expand my chances by getting all this. So, you know what, we're gonna go this route. Alright, so that was the point. And then, do I have to go back every time I want to respec the Genesis tree? I think I do. And I don't know how I did it earlier where I was... Oh, here we go, here we go. Well, no, because where's... Oh, the keepers. I don't know if they did that just because they want to show off all the stuff that you can go to. But having to come back here for the tree kind of feels bad.
You've done well.
I mean, I understand it. It's just, I would rather have everything on the atlas, on the map.
We must raise the
I am ready to prove.
and prove yourself the splintered. We have already succeeded.
I probably should have read all that because I said I was going to start reading all the new stuff, and that's definitely new for this game, but I feel like nothing's changed compared to PoE 1. But maybe I didn't read it, and that's why it feels the same. I gotta blow my nose.
We can uncover their pending invasion. Take the stone. Use it to reveal the truth.
Damn, requires Waystone 14 or higher. We're not there yet. I'm dying in tier 3s. What you mean? Okay, so let's grab our womb gifts. That's where I was messing up. I didn't have anything on me. Nope. Okay.
The tree is.
Why does it have to spawn up there? It's annoying for console players to have to walk to everything instead of being able to just click, 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 pick it up. Minion related modifiers. I don't think we care. Will it not let me see what's available? Nope. Alright, again. I'm not complaining, just stating something that seems stupid. I would like to see what's next in the tree. Like, you see, I'm trying to see what this is. But, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I want to go this route because I don't know what's further down the tree. That's kind of stupid that I can't see what's next. Like every other tree, you can see what's next all the way, so that way you can make your decision. That's a design flaw. Do they play their game on console? I don't know. I don't think they have a console tester, and if they do, he needs to be fired. Because, man, there's just so many things like, why? Why? I can't be the only one that wants to know before I spec into it. Now, if it's free to re-roll like it was in PoE1, then I guess, oh well, you know, you just path a certain way and then realize, oh, this way sucks, let me undo it, and then path the other way, see what's there, redo it. Maybe I need to stop complaining and just play the fucking game. Alright, we're just gonna, because I don't want minions and I don't want caster related stuff, we're gonna go this route. Okay, so it looks like the refund is free. So if I go this route and realize I don't want this side, then I just have to refund everything. But it just feels like a waste. I should be able to see ahead of time.
The tree heals.
See that one? I like that. Caster, breach rings, minion related. We're gonna go breach ring. Catalyst, an additional item. I like catalysts, but I also like free shit. So I guess a question I have is, I can see these options that I skipped on. But then this one, I can see what's next. Even though I don't have the point yet. But then this one, I cannot see what's next. Working as intended, guys. Working as intended. Alright, so until I get Ornate Womb Gift, I can't do anything with this one. And what do we have? We have a belt. Let's do another belt. Those belts over here.
We thank you, Genesis Tree.
So we got a ring from them that looks decent. It's not crazy. Probably sell it. That's a lot of armor. Only a tier 3 roll, but it looked like a lot. Yeah. Alright guys, this time for real. I'm gonna mute myself and try to refrain from hopping on and complaining to you guys. Hopefully we get some cool stuff.
First.
What's new? I'm sure someone will want that. Hail. Is that a good price for that? I have no idea. Let's see if that piques any interest. Yes? All the best.
See how that barely made a sound? Man, it needs to be louder. I'm gonna see what happens if I turn this up to about that volume, and then drop it. See if it's no, it's low, super low.
I have no room for that. I must maintain a fine balance.
Have an order? Is that a good price for that? I have no idea. I'll do what I can to sell it for you. I'll do what I can to sell it for you. Yes? I'll do what I can to sell it for you.
Speak.
Have an order? All the best.
I'd rather not do that again.
The light was used, the trembling land, to open great wounds above. Souls leak from the wounds, killing more. And the well grows. You must close the wounds. Here. See this wound, guarded by the servant of Gurgal and his kind. This one will be near, but cannot be seen. It is not time.
something without struggle.
Can I help? Let's see if there are any takers. Can I help? I'll do what I can to sell it for you. Can I help? I'll do you proud.
She provides.
toil.
Did that hurt?
Good.
I love a challenge.
Good night.
The desert stands eternal. You will not! The weak shall kneel before my wrath! You will suffer!
Detestable monster. Yes?
Is that a good price for that? I have no idea.
stand against mine.
News. What's new?
Go on. A rare find.
Can I help? All the best.
Go on. A good priority. Go.
Hail. I'm sure someone will want that.
His kind are enthralled by Gurgo's pestilence, those whose blood is blackened. When it is done, meet this one at the well.
Die! Back to the soil.
I still don't know why sometimes you lose the entire map when you die, even though I had revives. So that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Abyssal is just too fucking strong for my character at the moment. I don't know why I just chose to go this way first, but now I know. I don't know what it is about Abyssal. It's just killing my shit. That's too bad. I like the mechanic, but man, it's so overtuned compared to everything else in the game still, after 3 seasons.
Go on.
Working as intended, I guess. I gotta stay away from them, though. It's unfortunate. You know, it's not bad. Oh well. I don't know what that does. So now, like, I failed it. Can I do it again? Okay. I just wasted the tear stone, the waystone. Alright, well, fuck Abyss for now. I was enjoying it until I wasn't. I don't even think I'm gonna go here, guys. I know I said at the beginning I was gonna go here, then the fortress. But I saw all these sun temples. Sun temple. I guess it wasn't a lot of them, huh? Sun temple, I guess it was. Yeah, I'm not fucking with the Sun Temple right now until they figure out what's going on of why it's causing PlayStation to lag. So I guess we're going to 1, 2, 3, boom, 1, 2, 3. It's the same either way, but at least this way I get to fight a boss, like a boss, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna move to the fortress.
must meditate. Ooh, beautiful, but deadly. Yes.
Yes? Bye then. Check back soon. Thanks for the chat.
She will grow it back.
What's new? I'll do what I can to sell it for you.
that map and the map before, I realized I need to upgrade my gear. You know, level 54 requirement. It's only a level 59 item. I'm way past that. I should have done this when I was 65, but I didn't.
If you remember me coming into the stream, brother, but
yeah, I definitely need to get some better gear. Novocaines, I don't know if you remember. Yeah, I remember you coming into the stream, brother, but I went ahead and bought the game. Can I possibly see your graphic settings again? Sure, man. No problem. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather, so I apologize my sniffling. But yeah, graphic settings that I'm using, NIS default. If you just want to screenshot this, max render I put down to 50%. If you're on PS5 Pro, they have a setting that I don't have access to, PSSR. So if you have the PS5 Pro, try that and let me know if it works. If not, I'm using NIS default, 50%. I turned my sharpness down a little bit. I changed lighting to shadows only, because the global illumination seems to take more processing power, so you lose a little bit of your frames per second. I turned the bloom all the way down. That's just like the brightness, like the explosions that pop really bright. So I turned the bloom down if you're going to be gaming for a while. There's a couple other settings, and I have all this at the beginning of the video too, where I go more in depth, but that's like the main things that I would recommend you change. And then just play around with it to see how it affects your build, because you might have a build that you can actually up these settings and it doesn't compromise performance. So give that a shot, Novocaines, and hell yeah, welcome to Path of Exile, man. You're gonna get hooked, I hope. I like it. I love it. I complain a lot on stream about this game, same as D4. It's because I love the game so much that I start nitpicking, you know. You're on base PS5, should work though? Heck yeah. Hey, you're welcome, Novocaine, no problem, man. I'm actually just about to get off. I need to get something to eat. Started getting a headache. This cold is kicking my ass, so my plan was to stream a little bit longer, but I need to take a break, take some medicine, try to rest, and hopefully I'll be ready for tomorrow. But yeah, appreciate you stopping in, man. And I hope that works out for you.
Hopefully you feel better.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you. I hope I feel better too. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy the game and just have fun, you know. And there's a lot of different builds, a lot of different classes. So just find one that you like and stick with it. And man, this game there's a lot to do, but don't let it overwhelm you. You know, just the main thing is have fun first, and then you can start branching out into people's builds and trying different mechanics, and that's when you really learn the game, I think. And I think you're gonna like it though, man. But yeah, for everyone else, and you know, Novocaine, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Have a good one. Later.